Access to telecommunication services to all educational institutions has been changed forever. Students no longer have to go to internet cafes or simply live without the internet. The Universal Service Fund, the USF, which has been established and is managed by the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, signed a contract with the telecommunications company Lime. This contract would provide internet access to all 107 schools in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Universal Service Fund Administrator Mr. Kyra Duncan outlines the details of the project.
In 2010, the NTRC decided to develop a project called the Schools Project, which saw all 107 schools within St. Vincent and the Grenadines being outfitted with wireless internet access with speeds up to 20 megabits per second. This project was executed for a total cost of $5.2 million and saw 2 redundant connections being placed at each school under this project. Now, this project was deemed necessary due to the fact that the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines had several ICT initiatives, such as the One Laptop Per Child program, which saw each student receiving a laptop of their own. Now, this One Laptop Per Child program could not have been fully functional without the use of the internet connection at the school, and hence the Universal Service Fund was used to provide the internet access. Just recently, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines received its second batch of computers, consisting of 12,500 laptops, which will be distributed to all secondary and tertiary level schools throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Universal Service Fund was delighted in developing this project so that the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines initiatives in ICT development can be fully functional, and the various schools and students would have the ability to do their work. The NTRC has and will continue to bridge the digital divide throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines via the provision of services under the Universal Service Fund.
Mr. Leslie Jack, the General Manager of Lime SVG Limited, who won the bid to execute this contract, now speaks about Lime's involvement with the project.
Lime Associ is happy to be associated with the schools project of delivering broadband to 107 schools and 1 general public library here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, primarily for 3 reasons. 1, bringing the information age to school children as soon as possible. It certainly will help them to propel them beyond the ordinary. And of course, it would have some direct benefits to St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the long run.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Nicole Bonady Baker, worked alongside the NTRC while this project was being developed. At that time, she was the project coordinator at the Education Project Management Unit within the Ministry of Education and recognized the importance of such a project to the current and future initiatives of the Ministry of Education.
In 2008, when the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission became involved in the process, commenced the process for installing wireless internet connectivity throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Ministry of Education at the time was very excited because we had been in the Ministry of Education's partner, the Education Project Management Unit, where I had worked at that time. We had been trying to implement a European Union financed project, a pilot project, to see how information communication technology could be integrated into the schools across St. Vincent. Through the EU finance program, we were able to purchase and install in all of the educational institutions throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines laptops, personal computers, LCD projectors, scanners, and none of these would have taken off really in being integrated into the teaching learning process without the wireless internet connectivity.
Dr. Gerald Thompson, who is the Director of Special Projects in the Prime Minister's Office, has outlined the importance of internet connectivity at schools, especially in the rural areas.
I remember in 2001, we had just a handful of schools that had some basic 64K dial-up service provided by one of the providers. We needed a consistent level of internet service for our schools if St. Vincent and the Grenadines were to truly enter into the modern era of education. And I'm really pleased when St. Vincent and the Grenadines became the first Caribbean country to fully launch the Universal Service Fund. This school's internet project is one that we are very, very proud of.
Let's see how the students and the teachers feel about the internet being provided at their schools.
The internet is very beneficial for us here at the New Grounds Primary School, and I'm sure for the other primary schools around St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Many parents could not afford to provide internet for their children at home. So with the access here at school, children are able to log on, and it's enhanced teaching, learning in the classroom.
I really like the internet because it benefits us because we can get to research our work.
The internet helps us to be informed about more extensive information on our projects and subjects.
I like the internet because it helps me to research things I don't know and also helps me to play educational games.
School students are not the only persons who use the internet access points at the schools. In addition to serving the students in schools, the internet serves as community access points to the general community. The access is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and depending on the terrain and location of the school, the wireless signal can be received up to 200 meters away. With this being so, the fact that a school is located in most communities throughout the country, the general population has access to wireless internet access in their communities. This project has revolutionized our educational system and has provided the necessary access to the internet for other ICT projects of the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, such as the Digital Classroom project that will aim to integrate ICTs into the learning experience of all of our students. The NTRC has and will continue to do our part in expanding access to the internet, especially in the rural areas, via the use of the Universal Service Fund.